Well, cities and counties across America are wondering what to do with the mountains of recycling material that we leave at the curbside each week. For years, shiploads carrying tons of paper, plastic, and more have been heading for China, where Chinese companies have been doing the actual recycling. But China has decided it will no longer accept these huge amounts of material from the U.S. As KX News Washington correspondent Morgan Wright reports, local governments are scrambling to find new ways to dispose of the stuff without going broke in the process.
Much of the material American households recycle used to be sent to China for processing, but starting at the end of 2017, China stopped accepting nearly all paper and plastic recycling because it wasn't clean enough.
We'd been sending shipments that were 30 or 40% contaminated. They set a limit of about 0.5%, which is just not possible to meet.
Cooper Martin with the National League of Cities says China was the single largest consumer of recyclable materials generated in the United States. Finding an alternative hasn't been easy.
Some communities are putting some of their materials in the trash. That's really a short-term step.
As China has purchased less and less of the recycled commodities, recyclers have had to find different homes for that material.
Joe Pickard represents scrap recyclers. He says China's policy changes made some recycling programs more expensive and harder for some communities to afford.
So raises the cost for recycling.
Solving the problem will take time, but Americans can do their part by learning new habits, like doing more to clean and sort their recyclables.
Start to figure out how we can separate these materials domestically before we need to send them to overseas markets.
Martin says investment in domestic recycling programs will also help.
Industry is stepping up. They are making investments in mills this side of the ocean. And in a couple of years, those things are going to come online.
In Washington, Morgan Wright.